I thought...
Don't think, boy. Now, do you know how fast you were going? Now, what is so damn funny?
I could have swore you said meow.
Do I look like a cat to you, boy? Am I jumping around all nimbly-bimly from tree to tree?
No.
Am I drinking milk from a saucer?
No.
Well, do you see me eating mice? Now, you stop laughing right now.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm gonna have to give you a ticket on this.
But...
No buts, Meow. That's the law. Not so funny, Meow, is it? Meow.
Oh, Dogma. Or Super Troopers. I was looking at the screen and I saw Dogma. I'm like, I kind of want to watch Dogma. And as I was talking, I said, Dogma. That explained everything. But that was a little clip from Super Troopers, one of the greatest indie films of all time. Like, well, it's an instant cult classic because it involved making fun of cops. Highway cops. And cops. And it made me realize something about the RCMP. They try. They really do. And they don't get enough credit because they have to put up with a lot of shit in Canada. I don't know any cops. I'm not friends with any cops. I did have a cop tell me a very crucial piece of advice growing up after he caught me smoking a joint. He's like, I'm not busting you, I'm not going to charge you, I'm not going to confiscate it, but if you're going to smoke that, do it somewhere where no one can see you. And that's exactly what my piece of advice to any teenager that's smoking weed or any adult that's smoking weed in public is smoke it where they can't see you. I've been smoking weed for 35 years. Well, I don't want to say I've been stoned since I was a baby. But I'm pretty sure I was. I'd like to believe I was. I like to believe that I came out of my mom's womb all pie-eyed. Just like completely just blitzed. Just hey, the baby. Oh, we gotta put him in an incubator. There's something fucked with this child. That's my first memory of growing up. It's just me being high as a baby. No, I've been smoking weed for almost, I want to say 25 years. And I've never, not once have I ever been busted. I've been caught by the cops once. And that's when the constable pulled me aside and told me to smoke where they can't see me. And ever since then, I've never been busted. That's me knocking on wood. I don't want to get busted. But now that I'm a registered smoker, they can't really do much. Because I'm legally able to smoke weed. But I shouldn't be smoking in public, but I do it because, one, who's up at 5:30 in the morning walking around Assiniboine Park? No one. So, of course, I'm going to blaze. On the way home, who's blazing, who's walking down the trail at, 4:30 in the afternoon? Not a lot of people. Not even at 3:30, because most people are at work. So, there's nobody around. I'm going to blaze. Then I'm going to get home and I'm going to blaze some more. See, it works out. I don't understand what the big deal is about being able to smoke it in public. If there's designated smoking areas, which they should have, people won't be as pissed off. People are happy that it's legalized and that they can purchase it on the open market. But there's people that have been using it for medicinal purposes who feel that it should have its proper regulations, that you should only be able to get it from a dispensary if you're a registered smoker. If you are governed by Canada and by Manitoba, and just make it a little easier to get, and make it legal for people that need it. Not just make it legal for recreational use. You're pretty much raping the drug. I'm sorry. That's just disgusting. You did the same thing with tobacco and nicotine. Now you're doing the same thing with weed. You're gonna completely ruin it for everyone. Because, think about it. Even my grandmother told me years ago that the only way that cigarettes are harmful isn't by the nicotine content. It's by all the other additives and chemicals that they use during the growing of the tobacco plant. Is that they add all these pesticides, all these chemicals into the soil to keep it from turning. Well, they add formaldehyde and cyanide and benzene and cocoa. They figure it's enriching the soil, but you're just feeding people's addictions. It's disgusting. That's one reason. That's another reason why I quit smoking. I was getting tired of giving the government money to ultimately just kill myself. It's really sad that they use tobacco as a form of population control. And it took me 24 years to figure that out. That all the government is using tobacco for is a form of population control. I know it's a conspiracy. I did the quote thing. Nobody could see me, but I did it anyway. I can see me. There's a window. My reflection's in it. I'm high. So that's my morning thing. I have my coffee, I have my weed, I do my show. I need my medicine or I'm all like fucking stuttery and stammering and it's just really nerve-wracking to watch me just because you don't know if I'm going to have an episode or not. But if I'm medicated, I'm fine. I'm fine. A lot of people say, people tend to grow out of seizures, but when you have extreme stress like I do, it's easier to maintain when I'm stoned because I don't think about shit as often. And when I actually sit down and think about stuff, it's not really distracting. I just think about other stuff that make me happy. So, thinking positive. Alright, so show's winding down. I'm getting a little tired. Because guess what? I get to do some more talking today when I'm at work. Like, shit, man. I've only been doing this for 23 minutes. I'd find another clip, but I really don't want it. Oh, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy that I walk to work every single day, and then I get to work, and then I do my shit, then I'm done at 3, and then I come home and I fucking fall asleep almost immediately. Almost immediately. I'll lay down, and then I'm just fucking out. Oh, I don't know. It's crazy. It was never like that with me. I used to, after I was done work, I'd be like, boom, let's go out, let's fucking party, let's do this shit up, man. Let's go food bar crazy. Let's, destroy shit. Let's go fucking rowdy. Rowdy to me growing up was basically tying jugs with water. I tied them onto store doors and writing urine on them. But all it was water. It was a way to fuck with people. Sorry for the businesses in Stonewall that had to put up with that shit from me. And it was only me. Nobody else had anything to do with it. Moldovan didn't do anything. I was drunk and I just wanted to pull some shit. And I figured pointless vandalism, where it's not actually vandalism, it's just funny. I'm a firm believer that if you do something to entertain yourself, not really defacing a public property, but putting jugs with urine written on them, and all it is just water and apple juice. It's not really, disgusting. It's funny. If you don't laugh, it's just me. Not a lot of people laughed. So I'm assuming that it was me. So I apologize. I apologize to the Stonewall Pharmacy, and to the Rockwood Motor Inn, and to the Legion, and to Subway when it was down in that strip mall across from the cop shop, and the Sears store. And Chicken Delight. When it was Chicken Delight. And it was funny because I would do that try to do it to every store on the block, but avoid sports excellence because I don't know. I was drunk and I just didn't have the heart to do it. Oh, good times. Oh. fuck, I gotta leave in like half an hour. This is insane. So this is like my non-paying job. This is great. I love it. Somebody asked me, they're like, does your podcast pay? Oh, fuck off, no. Back to the Shack doesn't pay off yet. Just fucking started doing this like a month ago. Gotta give it time, build some listeners. And getting some listenings, you know. I check my statistics every single day and I see that, you know, holy crap, I have 70 people that have listened to my fucking my podcast 70 fucking times. And I do a thank you for the listens. Like, that's fucking awesome. I love it. Like, it actually gives me, you know, a little bit of ambition to keep doing this. Because I know that people are listening, people are actually paying attention. And I do thank you for paying attention. And if you're laughing at my jokes, thank you. I'm glad I'm making you happy. I'm glad I'm making you laugh. Because it's really hard to come up with fucking good, solid material. That's why it takes me a little bit longer to put on a podcast, because I got to see what works. So when I go to work, I test out my material on, you know, the general public. And then I come home and then I write down some jokes and then, you know, I sleep on them and then I cross out the ones that don't work and then I just go with it. There's a process. I test market my material before I fucking record it. But if you're laughing, thank you. I'm glad I'm entertaining you. It's my job. Entertainment. I don't really have a style of comedy. It's just whatever I see, I just make fun of. Yeah. So we'll just go with that. Oh. So I tried watching Batman. You know, the Jack Nicholson version. I realized something. Michael Keaton wasn't really a good Batman. Don't get me wrong, Michael Keaton's an accomplished actor. It's just, he sucked as Batman. In my opinion, Val Kilmer was a good Batman. Except his bats... I don't know whose idea was it to put nipples on Batman's, you know, I guess costume or armor? I don't know what the fuck you call it. He dresses like a fucking bat. As a kid, I thought that was fucking awesome. And then you get your villains like Joker. I'm like, that's awesome. It's a fucking insane clown. His laugh is fucking crazy. I remember just watching Batman every single time I went to my Uncle Ted and my Auntie Shirley's. It's just going there and watching Batman. One of my favorite movies. I would be like, oh, what movie do you want to watch? Batman. We're watching Batman. Okay, we're watching that for the 25th fucking time. Oh, shit, man. Can't believe this kid. That's all he watches is just fucking Batman. Every single time he comes over, he has to watch Batman. Fuck off. Fuck off, Blair. Go play outside. Oh. Okay. Well, I gotta get ready for work. Thanks for coming in, sitting down, having a little sesh with Big Bad Boy Glucky. And back to the Shack on Spreaker. Whew, I'm getting a little winded. I said that I'll continue my outro in a bit. They said that with quitting smoking, you'd get, you know, lung capacity back and you would be less exhausted. But after talking long-winded, it takes a lot out of you. Especially as an ex-smoker. Alright, so, thanks again for coming in, sitting down, listening, chatting, session, laughing. Laughing till you're crying, or pooping, whatever. If I made you poop your pants, I'm calling in sick to work. Because there's a slight chance that I may have pissed myself just by knowing that I made you poop yourself. Alright, so yeah. Have a good day, everyone. And as always, peace, love, and empathy. Have a great day. Peace out.